what this place is at. Seen the delicate touch of a Mr. Handy. This is goodbye.
You saw that, right? I ain't losing it. Big mistake. Some jet after that.
Yes. That's it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
you got a death wish, then please let's stay put. Otherwise, let's find some cover.
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford.
Stay free, man.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
Irma.
You like the decor? My business partner hates it. Says she's not the fun type. Where did the memory loungers come from, you ask? Well, a girl's gotta have her secrets.
I got your costume, Kent. And some other goodies you might like.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
Come on. Don't sell yourself short.
I got a better idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryo vault and all.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Hey,
Hey,
what do you need?
Hancock.
Hey, mind if we talk now?
Of course. What's up?
Look, I needed to mention. Just you taking care of Bobby. I ain't proud of having to put you through that. That sort of dictatorial shit ain't usually my style.
She tried to dupe us both. Dealing with her was the right move.
True, but it doesn't change the fact that she's out of the picture because of us. Hell, That sort of bull's the whole reason I became mayor in the first place. Some ass named Vic ran the town for I don't know how long before that. Guy was scum. Used us drifters like his own personal piggy bank. He had this goon squad he'd use to keep people in line. Every so often, he'd let them off the leash, go blow off some steam on the populace at large. Folks with homes could lock their doors, but us drifters, we got it bad. There was one night, some drifter said something to them. They cracked him open like a can of cram on the pavement. And we all just stood there, did nothing.
You can't blame yourself. Sounds like you were outmatched. Probably would have killed you too.
You're right. But it was still spineless. I felt like less than nothing. Afterwards, I got so high, I blacked out completely. When I finally came to, I was on the floor of the old state house, right in front of the clothes of John Hancock. John Hancock, first American hoodlum and defender of the people. I might have still been high, but those clothes spoke to me, told me what I needed to do. I smashed the case, put him on, started a new life as Hancock. After that, I went clean for a bit, got organized, convinced Cleo to loan me some hardware, got a crew of drifters together and headed out into the ruins, started training. Next time Vic's boys went on their tear, we'd be ready for them.
You don't actually think the clothes of John Hancock spoke to you, right?
Nah, I just felt, a connection. It seemed like he and I were dealing with the same shit. Serious oppression. So, the night of, we all got loaded. Let Vic's boys get good and hammered. And burst from the windows and rooftops where we'd been hiding. They never even saw it coming. We didn't have to fire a shot. We didn't have to. But we sure fucking did. It was a massacre. Once we'd mopped up, we strolled right into Vic's quarters in the State House, wrapped a rope around his neck, and threw him off the balcony. And there I am, gun in hand, draped in Hancock's duds, looking at all the people of Goodneighbor assembled below. I had to say something. That first time I said them, they didn't even feel like my words. Of the people, for the people, was my inaugural address. Became Mayor Hancock of Goodneighbor that day. And from then on, I vowed I'd never stand by and watch. Ever again.
And you're never gonna have to. We'll take care of the Commonwealth together.
Good. I just hope you get where I was coming from. I ain't out to bring harm to anyone that didn't earn it. Though I'm getting the distinct idea you got the same plan. Well, you probably heard enough of me running my mouth for one day.
Huh?
Hey there.
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
Galaxy News Radio.
Calling all Silver Shroud fans. A once-in-a-lifetime announcement. The Silver Shroud returns and he's gonna clean up the streets. Everyone heard how Wayne Delancey murdered Miss Selmy and her kid over a few lousy caps. Death is coming for you, Wayne.
Galaxy News Radio.
Step away from my meat, boy. Unless you want to be next.
Rumor is you killed Miss Selmy. That true?
Selmy? Yeah, I killed the bitch. And her whelp, too. Shouldn't have bothered, they barely had 2 caps between them.
You listen to the radio? Someone wants you dead.
You threatening me? Are you threatening me? That's your last mistake, asshole. You mess with me, you're dead.
Not your day. Let me know what I can carry.
Galaxy News!
Friend of the show, Jerry, is here.
Is this thing on?
Pals now?
Hello?
Shoot the breeze?
Hello?
It's on. We're recording in here. Aw, man. Great. The Silver Shroud's dispatched justice already. Miss Selmy has been avenged.
Shit, the Shroud off Wayne? Wait, so this guy's actually for real?
Oh, you better believe it. So, Jerry, go on. Tell the listeners about what we're talking about.
Right. So AJ, you know, the chem dealer by Bobby's, he's doing good for himself. Says he's got a whole new market. Kids. Even with his garbage chems, he's just raking in the caps.
You hear that? Sounds like the Silver Shroud has another bad guy to deal with.
Why? This Shroud guy, he's gonna muscle in on the chem trade now?
No, he's gonna do something about it. AJ's selling to kids, and his chems have killed people.
And? I don't get it.
We can't let AJ kill kids.
Whatever.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Hey,
Galaxy
you.
News!
This is my turf.
Radio!
And I don't appreciate what you call them, trespassers.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the
AJ,
innocent,
the dealer who sells to children?
Yeah, that's me. I'm a entrepreneur. I'm making a new market. Chems for kids, I call it. Cherry-flavored jets, bubblegum mentats. Them Diamond City kids just eat them up.
Selling chems to kids is just wrong.
What's it to ya? Oh, for Christ's sake. Did Ken put you up to this? He keeps moaning about the poor little kids. What the hell, right? Tell you what. I'll pay you, let's say 50 caps just to shut up about it. And, maybe get Kent off my back.
So he
All right?
wasn't here in some kind of official capacity.
Hardly.
Last
Here,
chance.
let me show you
No more kids.
the context
We're shutting
of
your
the
ass
late
down.
mayor's case.
Ah, to hell with you.
But these
Waste him.
Leases and deeds for most of the businesses in Scarlet Square.
Indeed they are, my intrepid investigator. It would seem our Mayor Murphy was involved in a rather crooked caper. He was here to meet with some other mysterious malefactors.
So, Mr. Mayor, I hope you found the place all What the? Silver Shroud! And Mistress of Mystery? And the Mayor? Dead?
Fat Fatey, the infamous mob boss. So, you were meeting with Mayor Murphy. But why? Tell me, and you may yet...
The Silver Shroud's bringing justice to Good Neighbor. You bad guys better look out. And now, a special update. The villainous assassin Kendra was recently spotted at the third rail. The same Kendra who bombed Little Joe's shack and killed 4 innocent drifters. If you want to see the Silver Shroud in action, stay near Whitechapel Charlie. The Shroud's sure to interrogate him to find the evildoer's whereabouts.
Galaxy News! Radio!
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode in the parlor of mystery.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Yeah?
Jasmine, chamomile,
Need a place to stay?
Ecstasy. This can only be the den of mysteries.
Be still, sweet Shroud. I removed that scumbag slug, but you're sick with fever and still suffering.
Mistress of Mysteries, no, I'm all right. But the mayor, Fat Fatey, he stumbled upon a most sinister plot, old friend.
Ha! No, dear heart. The Shroud stumbled. The mistress maneuvered. I knew of the mayor's misdeeds for many days. I followed him to that fateful meeting with Fat Fatey. I was about to...
Attention! Silver Shroud and Mistress of Mystery. This is Chief Corcoran of the Boston Police Department. We know you're in there. You are both wanted in connection with the murder of Mayor Murphy. Come out with your hands up.
It would seem that our leaving the scene of the Scalé slaughter was terribly timed. Incurring the wrath of Boston's finest is an unfortunate and unexpected annoyance.
Unexpected by us, maybe. But perhaps not by Fat Fatey.
You kidding?
I'm starting to see into his twisted plan. Damn this gunshot wound.
Look, heroes, we can clear this up. Come out now, unarmed. I'll see that you two get the best lawyers in the city.
Excuse my assumption, even the most astute attorney couldn't help us now.
All right, mistress. We must away from your den and evade the police. Clear our names and take Fatey down.
That's it. We're coming in.
It's just you.
Silver Shroud, Mistress of Mystery, hands up for order of the Boston Post.
Chief Corcoran, I am Death's Shroud, but you are undeserved of my terrible justice. Think on my mercy.
Stop or we'll shoot. Men, open fire.
You and you. Yes. And we're here.
Damn it! Where did this mess come from?
Magnolia.
Something I can do for you, Hanson?
Chief, they ain't here. They're
Any
gone.
chance I could steal you away for an evening?
I don't think that would be a good idea. Something else I can help you with?
What will become of
Nothing.
our stalwart hero?
I'll leave you to it.
Find
Stop
out
by
what
any
happens
time.
Next week on another exciting episode of The Silver Shroud. You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Galaxy News Network.
If anyone catches
Stay free, man.
Galaxy News Radio.
customers. What?
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks
looking for
in the
someone.
shadows, shielding the
Kendra
innocent,
is not
judging
one to be
the
trifled
guilty.
with.
That guardian
People
is
associated
the
with her have a
Silver
habit
Shroud.
of being found
Today's
face
episode,
down in a
Fat
ditch.
Fatey's
If you're set on
Folly.
meeting her, for a fee it can be arranged.
Come on, dollface. It's right through here.
I'm not hiring her. I'm going to kill her.
You serious? Sarcasm sometimes
Oh,
bungs
gee,
up
Ollie.
me processes.
I ain't never been in
In
a
that
single
case,
gangster
she's
hideout
got a flat
before.
just south of Good Neighbor. Water Street Apartments.
dumped your mouth.
Look out for the
What's
blighters
the
she's
big
got with her.
Bringing a dame
Nasty
into our
piece of
hideout.
business,
Into
that.
my hideout.
Good luck.
Now relax, boss. She's all right.
Better keep
Ain't
your
you
eye
all
on
right,
stuff.
Wendy? Sydney.
Friendly advice.
Can't say I'm surprised
Yeah.
to find you in a dump like
It's
this.
Candy. And yeah, of course I'm all right. I'm just a young, dumb girl
It's been almost
in
3
love
months.
with a handsome,
Don't tell me you're getting
dangerous
rusty.
man.
Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you
But
forgot, I
close
left
that
the gunners
door.
for good.
Last thing we
Yeah,
need is...
I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the
The
Commonwealth.
Silver Shroud,
That isn't going to work for
infiltrating
us.
your
I don't take orders from
nefarious
you.
lair.
Not anymore.
Holy cannoli! It's the
Why don't you
nightmare
take
of
your
night.
girlfriend
The
and walk
deceptive
out of here while you
detective,
still
the dark
can.
dick.
What?
Paulie, you idiot.
Wilmot,
You
tell
a
me we
dude.
don't have to
That's
listen to this
no
shit.
normal dame.
Listen up, McCready.
Quite
The only
right,
reason
you
we haven't filled
custodian
your
of
body full of
criminality.
bullets is that
For
we don't
I am
want a
not
war
Candy,
with
the
good neighbor.
captivating
See,
companion.
we respect
It is
other
I,
people's
the
boundaries.
mistress of mystery.
We know how to play the game.
I have clouded
It's something
Polly's
you
paltry
never
perceptions
learned.
to
Glad to
gain
have
access to your
disappointed you.
den of depravity.
You can play the tough guy all you want.
I had no idea.
But if we hear you're still operating inside gunner territory,
Your mistake
all bets
is
are
our
off.
gain.
You got that?
You finished?
Yeah.
Death has come
We're
for
finished.
you,
Come on,
evildoer,
Bones.
and I am its
Look,
shroud.
pal. If you're preaching about the atom or looking for
Ollie,
a friend,
no!
you've got the wrong guy.
Okay,
If you need a hired
listen.
gun,
whatever
then
you
maybe
want,
we can
Silver
talk.
Shroud. I'll do it. Just don't kill me too.
Maybe.
Pathetic.
Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
A couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though.
Oh,
That's how it goes when you run with the gunners.
fighters? What a laugh. And you call
Never
me
heard.
One of the biggest gangs in the Commonwealth. Got a rep for being crazy. You know, so tightly wound, you think they were a cult or something? Stuck with them for a while because the money was good, but they never fit in. That's why I made a clean break and started flying solo. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
Of a criminal
All I can give you is my word. And a
right.
bunch of caps.
Bunch of
Criminal
caps, huh?
mastermind.
Okay, hotshot. Price is
Well,
250
you're as
caps.
dumb as
Up
that
front.
getup.
There's no room
I'm
for
just a
bargaining.
pawn in this game, pal.
Everything's negotiable.
My
Would you take
master,
200?
the
Drive a
real
hard bargain.
master, he's been
You just
pulling
bought yourself
all
an
the
extra gun.
strings.
All right, boss.
You mean?
Let's get out of here.
That's right, mistress. This was all just
Hey,
a
Hancock.
big distraction.
Look who it is.
While we were here having our little jaw session,
Let's do it.
my
Yeah.
boss has been in your
Hancock!
parlor.
That was the
stealing
coolest girl in the
back those
Commonwealth.
deeds you
Hey,
took from
McCready.
Mayor Murphy's
No way up.
briefcase.
Treacherous toad! You defiled my sacred sanctum. For that, you will feel my fury. Behold the blade of Bastet!
Mistress, no! We needed him alive. Ha! That was never going to happen. I ain't never been alive, you see. By the shadows, Fat Fahey, he's...
So you got
He's
a
a
line of face?
robot.
I'm usually a mentat student myself. Makes me feel intellectual.
Quite the detective. Too bad your career as a crime fighter is over. Modbots, attack!
Another special update. No, it wasn't Bobby No-Nose who offed AJ and his goons. It was the Silver Shroud. See his calling card if you don't believe me. Now's our time, listeners. Justice is coming to good neighbor. You'll see.
Galaxy News Radio.
Yeah?
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, Into the Robot's Den.
What?
That's all of them. Fat Fahey's Modbots have been sent back to the mechanical hell that spawned them.
Yes, my choleric companion. And no, robotic hellspawn they were. But not Fat Fahey's. For he himself presented the facts. Someone else is actually...
The master of it all. You're right. But who? Dearest mistress of mysteries, you and I have battled Boston's rogues gallery for years. This is someone new.
Certainly. But which criminal culprit has the technological know-how to construct such clockwork calamities? I don't...
You don't know anything? Yeah, right. But I do, see? And I'll tell you too. On one condition. By the shadowed streets of Southie, one of the Modbots' heads is still talking. You're darn right I am. I can't feel my legs, 'cause you shot me up good, Shroud. But I still got my kiss of sea, and I'm gonna use it to tell you where the big boss man is, see?
your one condition?
You take my head with you, so's I can see you take that creep down. Yeah, what did he ever do for me, huh? Okay, so he created me. Whoop-de-doo. Who needs a father who sends his kids out to die?
Silver Shroud, I sense truth in this clockwork crook. Shall I?
Use your blade of bastard to free the Mabot's head from its now destroyed body? Do it.
Ha! Sweet freedom! Thanks, Dollface!
Now tell us, who is your creator? The robotic puppet master pulling your twisted wires? Speak, you decapitated electronic evildoer!
That will spoil all the fun. You gotta see for yourself. Come on, let's beat feet to the big warehouse down at Pier 12.
Fine, you amoral automaton. We're away.
A moonless night and an unguarded skylight. Just what we needed to stealthily infiltrate this warehouse.
Yes, and our view from above is advantageous, for the gathering below is unlike any soiree I've ever seen.
Robots. Dozens of them, all shapes and sizes. And on the stage, their leader. Another robot. No, not a robot. A man in a robot costume.
Shh, shut up, you dummies. Us robots got good hearing. You gotta get yourselves caught. Now listen, boss man's about that talk.
My robotic children, my glorious creations, we stand tonight at the dawn of a new era. For too long, the human vermin of Boston have destroyed this fair city. The flesh is weak, but steel is strong. You, my children, will usher in a new age, an age of robots, led by me, your father, the Mechanist.
The Mechanist. So, evil does have a name.
The revolution begins tonight, my precious offspring. But first, let us welcome our special guests for this evening. Silver Shroud and the Mistress of Mystery.
What will become of our stalwart hero? Find out what happens next week on another exciting episode of The Silver Shroud. You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Galaxy News Network.
Galaxy News Radio.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, The Mechanist Unmasked.
Dangling over a pit of fire reminds me of our adventure against the Chelsea Mingler, mistress.
Indeed, Stalwart Shroud. But that malformed murderer was but a muppet compared to the malignancy of the Mechanist.
Malignant, am I? No, Mistress of Mystery. What you mistake for evil is actually enlightenment. Only I, the Mechanist, truly understand the folly of humankind. The flesh is weak. Metal is the future of Massachusetts.
The only future you have is a long nap in a deep hole, Mechanist. To me, you're just another two-bit hustler with delusions of grandeur. And by the way, you're not fooling anyone with that cheap getup. You're as human as the rest of us.
Stalwart Shroud, glance skyward and see. Our newfound friend, the head of the bodiless butt. And it would seem he's biting through our bindings.
Hey down there, Mechanist, you robot wannabe. Remember me? No? I didn't think so. hate me, but you didn't love me. You didn't love any of us, you selfish jamoke. Now, it's time to pay.
Gasp!
Fools, all of you! Attack my robot children! Destroy these interlopers!
The robots are advancing, and our weapons have been confiscated. So, fisticuffs it is then.
And furiously fluid footwork. Hiya!
By order of our master, the Mechanist, you will be destroyed. Destroy it.
And that is the last of them.
Not a lot of folks
for
that
the
travel
Mechanist.
with the ghoul.
But where did that vile ruffian escape to?
Hey, Silver do-gooder, it's me, the head. Yeah, that's right. I'm up here in the rafters. I'm your eye in the sky. I saw where the Mechanist went. He's in that office, up the stairs.
Well done, heroic head. Your adjusted attitude has made allies of us all. Silver Shroud, shall we?
We shall.
Stop right there! Not a step closer! You may have defeated my robot children, but now I will turn your own weapon against you!
Silver Shroud, he's armed with your silver shooter, your most revered rifle.
So he is, mistress. So he is. All right, Mechanist. It's your move. Shoot, if you've got the chutzpah.
I have been waiting for this moment a long time, Silver Shroud. With you and your harlot out of the way, the age of the robots can truly begin. Now, die!
Silver Shroud, the bullets, they bounced, ricocheted right off your raiment, right back at...
The Mechanist! That's right, mistress. For what kind of crime fighter would I be without a few mysteries of my own? The silver weapon of the Silver Shroud can never harm the Silver Shroud.
So, this is the end. All I wanted was a better life, a better commonwealth, free from the petty squabbles of humankind.
We have the why, but not the who. Stalwart Shroud, unmask this miscreant and reveal the man beneath the metal.
Yes, it is time we knew the truth. Who is the Mechanist?
By the rays of Ra, the Mechanist is none other than...
Mayor Murphy! Of course. It all makes sense.
My death in that alley. A ruse. He was just one of my robots. But by being dead...
You could turn your little hobby into a full-time endeavor. And the real estate papers?
A rancorous ruse, a spiteful sham, all to throw us off the trail.
Yes. It was a master plan. You ruined it all. But what happens now? I need a doctor, an ambulance.
Stalwart Shroud. Could it be? Can the mewling mechanist not foresee his fate?
My fate? What? Fate.
Death has come for you, Mayor Murphy, and I am its shroud.
You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Galaxy News Network.
Galaxy News Radio.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, a slaying in Scully Square.
Just down this alley.
Well, well, well. Looks like someone got lost on the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah, wrong side of the tracks.
I'm just meeting a friend. No business of yours. Perhaps I'll just call him.
Who's out there?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, it's...
Not so fast, fancy pants. Your wallet and that snazzy briefcase you're carrying. Hand them over, now.
Worth it.
I most certainly will not. Do you have any idea who...
Oh, jeez Louise, why'd you go and do that?
'Cause he could have made us, that's why. You want to spend another stretch in the pokey? Now, let's see what's in this fancy case. Nothing. Papers, no cash, it's worthless.
Sorry, pal.
Get his wallet. A suit like this has gotta have something.
All right, let's see. $20, a driver's license. Oh, man. We done it this time. You know who this is? We just wasted Mayor Murphy.
Don't you die on me.
What? The Mayor Murphy? What in the blazes was he doing up here? Up in Scully Square? No!
A mystery, to be sure.
Who said that? Show yourself.
You have murdered a man in cold blood. Justice must be served.
It's the Silver Shroud. Let's get out of here.
I ain't afraid of the Silver Shroud. You hear me? Come out and I'll do you like I did the mayor.
Death has come for you, evildoer, and I am its shroud.
Ah!
No!
My work here is done. Or is it? What brought you to Scully Square, Mayor Murphy? A journey that left you dead and Boston leaderless. Why venture? Emerge from the shadows, villain, or face the justice of the Silver Shroud.
What will become of our stalwart hero? Find out what happens next week on another exciting episode of The Silver Shroud. You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Galaxy News Network.
Galaxy News Radio.
When evil walks walks the streets of Boston. One man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, the mystery of Mayor Murphy.
Slowly now. Reveal yourself.
Silver Shroud. Fret not, old friend. It's only me.
Mistress of Mystery. What brings you to Scully Square on such a...
You must be Kendra.
And you're the crazy one in the costume. Wayne Delancey's killer. You have no idea who you're dealing with. I do so like it when the little bug crawls willingly into the spider's webs.
Are you an assassin?
No. I'm paid to make big, bold statements. Don't screw with us. If you do, you and everyone around you dies.
Who's your boss?
A walking corpse like you shouldn't trouble yourself about that. Wayne will be
Last chance to run! Well, they tried. I guess you could call that trying.
Hope you enjoyed that last number. Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter. Since possibly living among us, undetected. Very serious implications. Wouldn't you agree? The mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all is well in Diamond City. The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are unfounded. Good to know, I guess. But between you and me, listeners, I'm gonna keep my eyes open just to be on the safe side. Well, never a dull moment here at Diamond City Radio. Now it's 60-Minute Man by Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Right here on Diamond City Radio.
Hey.
I take dropping bad guys, leaving business cards. That's fun and all. But you've walked into something a whole lot bigger. Those lowlifes you've been taking out for Kenny Boy, they all belong to the same asshole. And that asshole's gonna want some good old-fashioned revenge. You dig?
That doesn't scare me.
That's because you don't know any better who's after you. His name's Sinjin. He's taken 2-bit raider outfits and made them scary. Small fish now, but if left alone. I happen to know where some of his other boys are. Smiling Kate operates outside of Bunker Hill, and Northy's got a pad over at Prospect Hill. You take them out, and maybe we can find out where the big guy himself is stashed. Good neighbor'd rest a whole lot easier with him out of the picture.
I'm up for some community service.
You know you're all right. You take care of Sinjin, and I'm inclined to show some gratitude. You feel me?